everyone. My name is Seth Christopher. I'm with the UDD Studios. We are presenting to you Universal Demi-Mortal Devastation. Alright, so we're going to find out a lot about this game and its potential and go from there. Alright, so what's on the agenda? Well, first we're going to go over the rules. We always have to go over the rules in order to play. Next, we'll go over the box and the board. Next, we'll go over the characters, the cards, and the coin. And lastly, we'll go over the lore. And of course, the team. Alright, so what are the rules? I'm just going to exit real quick here. And let's go over to the rules. Alright, so Universal Demi-Mortal Devastation rules. Each player's goal is to be the first to finish their Doomsday weapon and as a result effectively destroy their opponents. Players start this turn-based strategy board game by rolling a die to start moving around the triangular battle space with their demigod aliens from each sun base. Each alien nation has their own deck of cards, with symbols representing either planets or asteroids, to choose from based on the type of tile their demigod alien lands on. With color-coded cards, each nation can make extra moves with additional effects for a next-level experience in the perfect battlefield. These effects determine whether the player is hindering their enemies or boosting their own progress around the board. There are 6 pieces to every Doomsday weapon, making the goal to advance as much and as fast as possible around the board, back to your sun base to form the winning weapon. This game is recommended for 3 to 6 players of all ages to take in the best experience. So those are the rules. It's very simple. Basically, you want to go around the board as many times as possible, and sometimes you'll land on an asteroid, so you'll collect an asteroid coin. Once you get 3 asteroid coins, you get a piece of your Doomsday weapon. Once you get 6 of those, which would be 6 times 3, so that would mean landing on 18 asteroids. You would be able to create your Doomsday weapon and win. However, that's a little bit slow. So what you really want is to land on a planet. And we'll get into the lore of each planet later, but basically each planet has its own effect, and that affects what happens to your enemies and also what happens to your own alien demigod. Alright, so let's go back to the presentation here. So we were on the rules, and let's go back. Okay. Alright, so this is the box. Alright, so on the left here we've got Universal Demi-Mortal Devastation. We've got a little triangular logo, and then we've got our names at the bottom. I really like that. We used Wonder to create this background, and then I put a border on it, simple border on it, added some text, and made a little symbol there. And I mean, look how good that looks. I mean, that's just beautiful. Next, we've got the back side of the box. They always have the 5-star reviews and stuff, so I decided to put that on the back side. From Microsoft, they said it was truly inspiring. Nintendo said it was magnificent. But I included what we originally came up with at the very beginning, which was that UDD combines the deities you've known since you were a child with the most realistic alien life you could wish for into an all-new, action-packed board game you'll wish you played since you were a kid. Don't miss out on the godlike alien factions that were made for you with the highest quality in mind. Choose your alien faction, absorb asteroids and planets, make enemies at your own risk, and develop a passion for board games like UDD like never before. What are you waiting for? These alien deities wait no longer. And then, of course, we've got the Lokar, Brasek, and Gyarados at the top there with the cards. Right. Okay, so here is the actual board. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it would look like in real life. So we've got the asteroids here. If I can use my mouse. These are the asteroids. Okay, and then we've got 3 planets on each side of the board. Okay, each one has their own lore and effects. Okay, and then these are the sun bases for each team or player. Okay, so it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it's got an appeal to it because it's a triangle, and triangles fit into almost everything. All right. All right, so here is the front end of that exact same board. Okay, I converted it to a 3D object, and boom, this is what we got. It's pretty cool. I just made it today, and it's amazing. So I took multiple pictures. So that was the front. This is the back. As you can get an idea, you see the little asteroids, planets, and then the sun bases. It's amazing what you can do with 3D. And then here's another picture, because this is what it look like in actual real life if we could produce this. It might look like something like this. Maybe not as thick, but a little bit thinner, but the general idea. Okay. And this is the last one I came up with. But that gives you a pretty good idea. And I thought it was pretty cool. So, all right. So next we've got the characters. These are the Gyarados. Okay. They are Poseidon's people combined with aliens. All right. So this was Serenity's drawing. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's it in 3D. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Whoa. Yep. I was able to create this similar to the board over there, and yeah, it turned out pretty good. Pretty good. Even though these are just based on lines, see how much you can do with extruding? I mean, look at that. Look at the color. Okay. Couldn't even fill it in. Granted, that was one thing I never figured out, but it still looks pretty cool. And then here's the Gyarados weapon. This would be the Doomsday weapon. Okay. And that was, by the way, that was your character, your demigod alien that you would move around the board. All right, next we've got the Lokar. Once again, Serenity's picture. Okay, she hand drew each one of these, which was very nice of her. And boom, 3D. Okay, that's 3D right there. All right, and here's the actual weapon for the Lokar. All right, and lastly, the Vrasek. This was my top favorite. This was an amazing drawing in itself. I mean, talk about high quality, right? Boom! 3D. Okay. I really like the color scheme here. It just turned out perfect. I mean, it's just wonderful. We got the little skulls. You can still see the little skulls. All right, and here's the Vrosek's main weapon. It's the Doomsday weapon. All right, Bident. Okay. Okay, and then here we've got, this is the asteroid coin. I tried to make it a full coin. I could not, unfortunately, get this part for some reason. But this is what the coin would generally look like. I just made it green. It could be any color, really. But basically, once you get 3 of these, you can get a piece of the Doomsday weapon. Okay, and then these are the cards. So each team will have these cards for whenever you land on a planet. And you can pull these cards, and then boom. Okay, there's an effect on the back side of them. Okay. All right, and the lore. Okay, so let's go back to the lore here. All right, so the lore We've got Aquaterra for the Gyarados planets, Icerene, and Oceania. All right, so those are the planets for them. So basically, this would be included within the box underneath the rules. Okay, just so that each players could, get more of a sense of, what they're playing with. Then we've got the Rosek planets, Skullrune. I really like this name myself. Flamson and Hollowbone. And then for the low carb planets, we've got Thunderin, Afterwind, and Cloudrania. Alright, so each of them has their own lore, which Serenity was very nice to make. And by the way, Anna is the one that made the board. Alright, and let's go back to the presentation. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to Anna, Serenity, and Xavier. It has been quite a journey. I learned a lot of things. I definitely want to do this in the future again. This was a great experience, and I think I'm going to miss it now. So anyway, that was UDD. Just want to say thank you for watching the video. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and you take care. All right, bye-bye.